Morphogenetic movements or formative movements. संरचना विकास गतियाँ. Morphogenetic movements are most important event of gastrulation. The migration of cells of organ-specific areas from the surface of blastula to their prospective positions during embryogenesis is described as formative movements or morphogenetic movements. These morphogenetic movements help in morphogenesis. The morphogenetic movements occur during blastulation, gastrulation, and neurulation stages. So these movements are found during the three stages: blastulation, gastrulation, and up to the neurulation stage. The morphogenetic movements that occur during embryogenesis are of irreversible nature. So during embryogenesis, these kind of movements which occur are irreversible nature, while those of adult are reversible. And these movements also happen during the adult stage when they are reversible in nature. There are two broad categories of morphogenetic movements. Number one, epiboly or epibolic morphogenetic movements. Number second, emboly or embolic morphogenetic movements. Epiboly is the spreading of prospective ectodermal cells or micromeres over the inwardly moving presumptive notochordal, mesodermal, and endodermal elements of the embryo. Emboly. Embolic movements are concerned with the inward migration of prospective chorda mesodermal and endodermal blastomeres from the surface of blastula and their extension along antero-posterior axis of the developing embryo. And this tendency of inward migration of some specific cells is inherent and involves changes in the morphology of cells. So these movements also involves the changes in the morphology of cells. And these embolic movements of cells are different in different animals and are of following types. Invagination. Invagination is the insinking or infolding of a layer of cells, prospective endoderm, to form archenteron. Then involution. Involution is the turning in or inward rotation of cells of mesoderm and endoderm from the surface of blastula inside over the edge of blastopore. Like in frogs and amphibians, which have moderately telolacethal eggs, the dividing micromeres means dividing micromeres are free of yolk, yolk-free cells, which had started spreading over the yolky macromeres from all sides, begin to turn inside over the blastoporal rim at one point. And these internate cells form chorda mesoderm. The age of blastoderm at which this inflection takes place is known as blastoporal lip. This is very important term in the development of embryo or during embryogenesis, blastoporal lip. So what is blastoporal lip? The age of the blastoderm at which this inflection means this kind of movement takes place is known as blastoporal lip. Now, infiltration or ingression type of embolic movement. In reptiles, birds, and fishes, gastrulation is brought about by infiltration or ingression. So whenever we learn about infiltration or ingression, we see that this event happen in reptiles, birds and fishes. The cells or group of cells from the epiblast detach and move downward into the blastocele and arrange themselves into distinct layers, the mesoderm and the endoderm. Lothrop in 1974 described two types of ingressions: multipolar ingression, unipolar ingression. Multipolar ingression. It implies the movement of randomly distributed cells from their original positions into the blastocele. The ingression of cells may be either because of para-tangential cell division or by primary delamination. Multipolar ingression occurs at the time of segregation of two primary germ layers in reptiles and birds. Now, unipolar ingression. Unipolar ingression occurs only in one region. Uni means one, single. In one region, which is always located around the vegetal region. And this single region or one region is always located around the vegetal region. It is involved in the segregation of germinal layers in the flagellated blastula of Porifera and Cnidaria. In amphibians, the segregation of mesoderm takes place. Now, the next kind of movement or next kind of emboli, and which is the last one, it is delamination. And delamination, where in mammals. In mammals, gastrula is formed by the separation of splitting of the cells from pre-existing layer of mass into the blastocele. The separated cells arrange themselves below the trophoblast to form the hypoblast. Hypoblast is formed below the trophoblast. The blastopore is not formed. So this is delamination. Accessory processes. We have to study three important processes that always occur, whatever be the type of movement, and these are convergence, divergence, and extension. Convergence is also known as concrescence. As process of epiboly continues, it gradually draws the two lips of blastopore. There are two lips in blastopore. Two lips of blastopore towards the middle line, leading the convergence of those areas towards the middle line, which will form the axial structure in the embryo, such as neural tube, notochord. This movement of areas is called convergence or concrescence. The second one is divergence. It is opposite of convergence. Opposite of convergence, divergence. After the cells have involuted over the blastoporal lip, they migrate and diverge to occupy their future positions inside the developing embryo. For example, the movement of lateral plate mesoderm, ventral mesoderm in frog, and extra embryonic mesoderm in reptiles, birds, and mammals. The third one is extension. Extension is the elongation of the entire embryo in antero-posterior axis. So these are three accessory processes always occur during epiboly as well as emboly synchronizingly. Uh, Thanks for watching.